still a little bit confused about call option, put option, writer, holder, well, no worries. In this lecture, we're going to have a clear example of call option. We're going to learn it from A to Z. So please, I need your full attention and full focus in this lecture. Let's make the call option crystal clear. Let's get to it. Now, I said that I will elaborate more on call option with an example. Okay. Let's say you are the finance manager of a Canadian company. In 3 months, your company needs to pay 1 million US dollar for goods from a US supplier. Okay. Right now, the exchange rate is 1.32 Canadian dollar per US dollar. So 1 US dollar equals to 1.32 Canadian dollar. Let's assume. So we have you as a finance manager and we have a US supplier. And in 3 months, you need to pay 1 million US dollar. Now, how many options you have here? You have two options. You can do nothing and wait for 3 months and see what happens to the exchange rate. Okay. Maybe exchange rate goes down to 1.2. So instead of the current rate was 1.32. So you have to pay 1,320,000 Canadian dollar to the US supplier. But in 3 months, if you wait and do nothing, and if the exchange rate goes down to 1.2 instead of $1,320,000, you have to pay $1,200,000. But what if the exchange rate goes up to 1.4? What do you want to do as a finance manager? Okay. So taking a risk and waiting for that 3 months is not a seasoned finance manager do. They go for option number 2, which is buying a 3-month call option. What does this mean? It means you pay, as a finance manager, you pay a small premium for the right to buy US dollar at 1.35. No matter what happens to the exchange rate in the next 3 months, when 3 months ends, you buy the US dollar from another party at 1.35. You buy a 3-month call option. Why call option? Because it gives you the right, okay, the right to decide to buy the US dollar from another party at that price at 1.35 because you want to buy that US dollar. You don't have US dollar in your hand. You don't want to sell it, okay? So it's not put option. You want to buy it from the other party. So it's called call option, okay? Now, two scenarios might happen. Scenario number 1 is the exchange rate increases to, let's say, 1 USD equals to 1.4 CAD. Here you exercise or execute the option and you buy the US dollar at 1.35. So you're saving 5 cents for each US dollar here. So scenario number 1 was in your favor. You did a smart job. You insured yourself by signing a call option, although you paid a small premium. But I mean, you are now buying it at 1.35, and out there in the market, it's 1.4. Okay, so you're profiting your company. But scenario number 2 is exchange rate decreases to 1.2. You won't exercise the option because if you exercise, you have to buy it from the other party at 1.35. If you don't go and out there in the market buy it at 1.2, okay? The only thing that you will lose is the premium you paid. You just let the your call option to expire and do nothing, and just you need to say goodbye to your premium. So in both of these scenarios, you as a seasoned finance manager, you ensure this transaction by making a smart decision. Okay, you signed a call option, so you have a guaranteed rate of 1.35 there. If interest rate goes up, you can buy it at 1.35. If it goes down, okay, you still just lose a small premium of whatever. Okay, it's a small premium. It's nothing for a company. But with this smart decision, you just ensure that, hey, nothing very bad will happen when the due date is coming. Great. So this was an example of call option. And I think you've absorbed it very good. We're going to have some question about it. Go crush that quiz of call option to grasp all the concept. And if you have any questions, just ask in the Q&A part. I'm there for you to answer it. But I think you got the whole point. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.